Hello beans, hello and welcome to episode 14 of IkkyDoot Streams Create Above and Beyond in modded Minecraft. Hello! Yes, I know it's a bit soon after the last episode, but as I said, I'm not here this next following week, so we are recording the stuff now, so I can still release the videos on the usual schedule. So yes, hello. I hope you are having a good weekend so far. It's a little bit unusual to be streaming on the weekend for me, but we are here, we are doing the thing. Hopefully with some success. we'll see. So for those of you that watched last night, thank you very much. We found some ducks. Look at my ducks. Aren't they amazing? Look at the ducks. Hang on, let me step back a bit so you can get a better. So there's my black flamingo, and my guy duck, and my female duck. They're a bit cramped in here right now. We probably have to like fix that. But for now, we'll leave them where they are, and we'll make a nice room for them eventually. They do actually make sound as well. I didn't realise this honk honk was actually the black flamingo, and the actual quack is the ducks. I don't know why they'll like if they'll make eggs while they're in the cages, but yeah, who knows? Anyway, we're back to the wonderful world of Create for this one. I did nip back really quickly to the dungeon that we had found, and I brought over all of the loot, and for the most part I've just left it in here because I will deal with it later. But I did nip back to the dungeon, and I got everything that we had left. And we are now back in our base and ready to tackle. If I get out here, ready to tackle part 1A of chapter 1. To make a skill tree, and as you can see, this is the skill tree that we have focused on for the last 12-ish episodes. The farm, the bedrock, the sediment, and the garden. We've now got this little bonus bit, and genuinely I recommend you do this because it makes life so much easier. So we come down here, it's only another 5 steps, and genuinely it makes life a lot easier. So wait, don't chop. So liquid resin can be extracted from healthy trees using arboreal extractors. The more the merrier. Now I hope I pronounced all of that right. Maybe arboreal? Probably. So we want to make a couple of these. A boreal extractor, which, guess what, uses the andesite machine, so we've already got some of the bits we need, so that's good. And a bucket in the smoothing table will make you one of those, and it recommends making 4. So let's go. So I've got my kinetic mechanisms already because I grabbed them out of the box just there. And what we're going to do is we're going to nab over here to the little smithing bench we have outside, since we're doing quite a lot of this outside now, so you can actually see what you're doing. Wait, hang on. Got to make the actual machine first. Derp. Right. Haha, look at that. We have 8 machines right off the bat. Whoop, whoop. I'm rich, I tell you. Now, that in there, and a bucket will give you the andesite machine, which you know how to make because it uses the kinetic mechanism and the andesite casing, into the smithing bench with a bucket will give you the arboreal extractor. As easy as that. As easy as pie. I'm just going to quickly go and make another 2 buckets. I probably should have done this as well beforehand, but I mean, so we've got the 4, and then we can get moving on, because I imagine we'll be able to get chapter 1A probably completed in 1 episode. We're going to tick the automated resin part because, well, we've made the machines, we just haven't set them up yet. So, gather the resin via a network of fluid pipes and use a basin press to solidify it. Now, some of you are probably going to recognise that. You do still need to use the presser, but we're going to do, hopefully, something a little clever, because what happens, so if we set this up around a tree, if I pop a tree over here, actually that might work. Hang on, grab a tree. Tree. It doesn't matter what tree, But I would probably go for like a Minecraft regular tree, because I don't know whether it would work with a modded tree. What do I mean by modded tree? I mean the ones that you end up getting through things like mystical things. So, oop, if I can spell, mystical. So that type of thing there, I don't know if that would do the same thing. I can't imagine it wouldn't, but at the same time, stick with the regular Minecraft tree. So what I'm going to do is not quite cheat, but cheat slightly. Only slightly. So we've got a lava fan here, and we want to be cooking the rubber. So my thought is we'll be able to link up another belt on the same area, but because this will be blowing across still, it will cook the items on the second conveyor belt. So if I can get it over here, once it's been stamped, and then shunted onto here, or onto here more likely, then actually that might make the whole thing a little bit simpler. So plant tree for now, and go to bed real quick because it's going to get dark, and we all like to see what we're doing. Well, most of us like to see what we're doing. There we go. Give me 2 minutes. Should have brought some of the bone meal with me. Whoops. Wonder if I've got any in the machine over here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, looks like the machine managed to get a sapling. Well, helpful. Right, I've nicked the bone meal from my machine for now, so we can make that tree grow. Grow, tree, grow. Oh, is it not gonna? Oh, come on you. There we go. Right. Haha. So, you've got your arboreal extractors. Pop. It is now set up. It is as easy as that. It genuinely is as easy as that. So eventually it will start doing something. You can put other stuff in these to make them go faster. I mean, to be fair, leaving it just to do its thing, which most of these machines work like this anyway, leaving it to do its thing is generally the way forwards. And as you can see already, well, I've been sat here talking, I've already got 25 millibuckets. So, I mean, it's not a fast process, but it's still a lot better than having to do the flour pressy thing. Now, I'm not saying we won't ever do the flour pressy thing again, because we probably will. And we've actually already made some copper sheets in a previous episode, just so I could show you how to do the smooshificator. So we're going to make some pipes now. For now, we don't need that many, but you will be making this a lot, because once you start getting into the nether items, you'll be using a lot of fluid pipes. Trust me. Trust. So, well worth it. We might also look at making another smooshificator, which means one of those, block of iron, oops, into the smithing bench with one of the andesite machines to make the smooshificator. We're probably going to grab some water wheels just in case. Just in case. Oh, I think I left them out there. Never mind. What else do we need? So I believe... Yeah, here we go. That is what we need. The mechanical pump. Because at the moment we can put pipes on, but nothing's going to happen. Because it's, like... Imagine it. You're attaching a pipe to another, like a source. Like, say for example, you take a straw and a squash bottle, and you poke the straw through the side of the squash bottle. It's not really going to be pushing along that pipe, so you want to have something to actually turn it, to pull it through. So what we do is we take one of our fluid pipes, one of our cogwheels, and we make a mechanical pump. Now, I mean, this is pretty standard, but we'll do the W, because you can see how then it works. But I mean, you've probably already guessed it. Ta-da! So you can see it moving along the pipe, and you can see it getting into various parts. Now, you don't have to move it from tank to tank. You can also move it from tank to mixer bowl. Let's see if I can get a picture of that. That's probably not what I needed to show you. To be fair, I've never watched this one. You can speed them up. You'll find this a lot when you do the water one. Oh, I'll show you in a second. It's fine. Because what we're going to do is we're going to need a basin. I knew there was a reason I left some of my andesite aloe in there. We have the basin. There we go. Right. We should have enough to get started. The tank is a fun one. I won't hold W to ponder. It's a no-brainer. It holds fluid. A lot of fluid. And these will stick together. So if I build them up, they will link so that you can hold more in it. You can also make it, if you make it 4 wide on the base, you can join them in the other way as well. I'll show you what I mean. So to make a tank, we're going to do the basic same recipe you would do with the andesite to make the andesite casing, but in this time, you're making the copper casing. We'll make a couple of those because we're going to need them. And probably some glass, although we don't have glass. Oh, the copper age. Oh, I didn't realise there was a quest achievement for that. Use some copper sheets and wood to create some copper casings. I didn't realise that was a thing. Yeah. Right. So I'm thinking... I mean, if we don't need to... If that doesn't work, there, we can always fill that in really quick. And put it this way instead. So it goes in that direction. So we've got a bit more breathing room, actually. Which you know, breathing room's nice. So yeah, breathing room's nice. So how do we use these? So the first things first is we're going to take our pipes and link it all up. So I want to take it from this one. So you shift to place it. Because if you right click, you open the thing. Shift to place it. There we go. So I've now linked up all of those 4. So they're all now sharing the inventory. You won't see that. They'll still show as though they're only holding 250 blah blah blahs. But if we bring that over this way, and then if we pop it, let's say the tank is going to go here-ish. And then what we do is we pop a mechanical pump there. So that would then be, that little arrow means it's going to pull in that direction. So, you know, it took me a while to learn that one. And we're going to link it up a little bit better because although you are joining them up all like that anyway, the machine sometimes does have a bit of a mo when it's like, yeah, but it's not connected. And you're like, yeah, but it is connected. I can see it right there. And we don't need that one there because that's actually connected the other way. There we go. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't actually need that one on the corner there either, but there we go. Right. For fun, let's have windows, please. No, not quite. There we go. For fun, let's have windows. I like windows. Tank, which is 2 copper casings, 2 copper nuggets, and a piece of glass in the middle. And we're going to make a couple. There we go. Because you will need these. You'll need a lot of these. Not so much right now, but when you come up to the next part of the episode. So as you can see, I now have 1 box that contains and can take up 8,000 space. If I pop another one on, you can see it links. So you've now got 2 by 1, and it's now 16. So obviously, but if you do that, you can see it doesn't link, which is a bit annoying, but that's how it works. If you do that though, now it connects. So it's a bit of a weird one. So you either do 1 tall. 1 wide, sorry, and go tall, or you go 4 wide, and then you can go up as much as you like. So if I bung these on here, like so, you can see it's made a beautiful, huge tank for a capacity of 64,000. I don't think we're going to need that much, so I'm just going to nick a couple of these because I doubt we'll actually be filling this up by the time we've used it. So, easy. Right. What we're going to do now is apparently pause the game. Is build ourselves another water wheel just here. I think that would work. I did mention we are going to move away from water wheels at some point. That day is not today. That day is not quite here yet. But it's fine, we will do. We will move away from it at some point. Because once you get into the other bits, it starts getting a lot more complicated. Right, there we go. And then we've got our water wheel, 1 and 2. And our bucket. Bucket of water. Easy, there we go. I probably should have built that the other way around thinking about it, but never mind. Because right now, I can't take the cog out there because I've blocked it with the pipes. Whoops, never mind. It's fine, we'll come out of this side because we need to squish it anyway, so this will be our joining area right here. Easy. Pipes. We do have a couple, but can never hurt to have some more. Right. Bring that out. And we want a smooshificator in the basin. So I want the basin to line up with where the water's going to come in. So I'm going to pop that there, pop those two there. But I want to have another cog one here because I need to have it pulling out. So we're going to make another. We're going to make another one of these because we have to pull it out of that tank. So basically, what we're doing is we're taking it from these tanks on here where it's extracting it and pull it into this storage, and then we're going to pull it from that storage into this basin, and then we'll smoochificate it like we normally do. Smoochificate it, and once it is smoochificated, we'll pull it out of that and along, probably this way, so that it can then get baked and turned into actual rubber that we can use to make the conveyor belts with. That's the idea. So let's work on that basis and see where we get. Right, so I've laid out the basic contraption of what you're going to need now, and as you can see, this isn't a particularly long process to do, but it is so worth doing it. Honestly, can't recommend it enough. There we go. So, right, let's get the first part hooked up, and we can actually get something going. So I'm going to come out of here with a small cog there. And then we're going to bring it this way. That one. Don't worry about which way they're twisting for now. Oh my gosh, that leaf is in the way permanently. Don't worry about which way they're twisting, because I can guarantee you it's probably not twisting the right... Oh, it is twisting the right way. Do you see this? So, it should. There we are. You can see now it's starting to fill up that one. And it should also be starting to fill up in there as well. There we go. Now, once this is full, which it's full now, the whole system will hold on and we'll just fill up this. It won't keep filling that up and then it'll start pouring over the edge. That's not how this works. But it will sit and slowly gather into that tank. So pulling from here, extracting from here, you can now see these are at 0 because these are pulling the water, or the resin, sorry, through and into our basin. Now, if you set all this up and you found out that actually these pipes were going the wrong way, you can turn it around. And it's kind of fun to watch it go, to be honest. Because we're not doing this with any particular speed, it's just going at crawling speed right now. You don't need this to be particularly fast. This isn't like the mixer bowl. It just needs to be going. I kind of was hoping to turn that around, not just replace it. Menace. Let's see if we can turn it around. There we go. Right. Although I don't actually know if that will help at all. Maybe it was better the other way, actually. Oh, do you know, some of these times, you know, when you play something you think, yeah, but... Oh well, right. Okay, so we need to get that from there to there. Should be simple enough. So we go 1, 2, down 1, over 1, and now you'll see it smoochificate, which is what we were doing with the original one. And as you can see, the water, the resin's already topped up. Each time it smoochificates, it uses up a little bit, if you can see those numbers going. So now what we need to do is we need to get the rest of it linked up, because it needs to come out here and get baked. Lava. Yep. Although I think I want it up one, don't I? Hang on. Bear with me. Boop. Because we want it to actually be blown on, rather than underneath the conveyor belt. Stand back. Stand back a bit more. Perfect. Now, I'm going to pop that there. Oh, wrong way around. Not quite. Better? Better. Right, and then we should... Again, this is lazy cog work. Oops. Don't know if that's going to love that. Oh, it did. Oh, but it's blowing. Fine. Never mind the rule of 2. Let's have a think about this a mo. Can we go from that one across? Because then we would be doing one more than we would have done before. Is that going the right way? Oh, typical. Maybe this would be easier on the other side. As I said, we don't rehearse these. But where's the fun in that? Am I right? Now I don't want to put the lava on this side because I've got all of these cogs as well. So we need to figure out how to turn that around. And I have a feeling this is going to be the way with one of the gearboxes. Because then we can do that, and shaft between. Does that blow the right way? Of course not. I need you to pull, not push. Pull, not push. Typical. It's fine. It is a little bit wasteful. But it should work. It's a pullin'. There we go. Right, so pull out those guys. We've completed another bit of the quest. We've now got rubber, raw rubber, being made by our little contraption here. And if we stand still and watch, is this going to go too fast? Yeah, I thought it would. Typical. That's fine. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to unhook this for now. We're going to unhook that for now. Wonder if... That one. There we go. That one. And then shafts between. Do you blow the right way? I wonder. Of course not. Not. Fine. Now you're blowing the right way. Right, fine. There we go. Simple. So if it doesn't go the right way, add another thing. And generally it will then go the right way. This is now not moving. But what I think we can do... We might be able to take it from the original windmill. Windmills are incredibly powerful. But... They, You could scale the power down with the bigger cog as well. Yeah, this is true. So we just had a suggestion from my hubby in chat. Could you scale it down? Yes. The answer is yes. I generally find it easier just to do it. There we go. That's going slower now. Better. And then let's fling this on here. And let's see, does it do the thing? It should do. That's going at a much slower speed now, and the windmill still has enough power in it to be pushing this around, because if you remember rightly, if I nip over here real quick, that's doing 512. These two are doing 192. If you enclose this, it goes up slightly to 256, I think. But generally, I like to have them opened. Just an aesthetics thing, really. But you could scale it down with the bigger cog. He is absolutely right. So as we watch this guy go past here, you'll see the little particle effect, and it should cook. The stamping of the stamper made me just jump then, that's why I looked. And as you can see, it just turned into cured rubber. So now we've got both variants. So if I open up the quest, I can now say, well, yes, we've gathered the resin and made the raw rubber, so we can tick that. We've now also made the cured rubber, so finally smelt the raw rubber into its cured state. Bon appetit. I don't recommend eating it, but we can tick that because, well, yeah, we've done it. We've done it. We've made automation of the rubber, so we can easily tick that one. I'm gonna sprinkle these onto the conveyor belt so that they'll also get cooked in time. Getting stuck on my own contraptions. That one hasn't even made it into the barrel yet. Wow. Come on, Slowpoke. I mean, you've seen that work before, so we're not going to sit here and watch it do it. But that is then the automation there. Now, I hear you saying, yeah, but there's another step. Well, there is. There's that one. All sealed up. Come over here to our crafting table. What you do is you take the kinetic mechanism from chapter 1, so the thing that we finally have automated, pop it into your crafting bench, just one, and then side by side, so cured rubber, kinetic mechanism. This is why it would be a 3x1. You can make yourself the sealed mechanism. Now, that's completed the quest. Technically completed the quest. Because what you would do is you would take 8 of these and surround it around one of those copper blocks to make the final item of the chapter, of this extra bonus bit, the bonus here. You make a copper machine, because we're progressing through the book now. Before, we've been making andesite machines, which is the base level item. Now we'll be making copper machines and moving into liquid moving, where you need to have a sealant, and the rubber in this instance is the sealant. Copper casing around the outside with the sealed mechanism makes you the copper machine. So now is the official end of chapter 1. But I mean, to be fair, the chapter 1A part is really just a bonus if you don't want to spend all of your time picking flowers. Which, let me be fair, picking flowers as a hobby is no bad thing, okay? Picking flowers is nice, but I don't want to do it. If we go into the block cutter, the stone cutter, you can make several different pipes. So you can have the smart fluid pipe. So if you need to move one particular liquid, let's say you're moving oil through a pipe, and then you're getting it into a bucket with, say, water to mix it, and the two liquids are going to be mixing with each other, you can attach a smart fluid pipe so that it will pull out the water only using like a filter on it. So that you will see us using in probably the next episode. You've also got this one, the portable fluid interface. So you've already seen the portable item interface because it's on there on our copper farm, on our copper farm. What am I talking about? On our kelp farm. That's the portable item interface. This one, fluid. So if I was, say, for example, moving fluid on an arm like that and pulling it up instead, this is what I would use to get it off. Now, to be fair, I've never found a use for this. I haven't used this one yet, but it's there if you need it. And then we've also got the hose pulley. Now, this is a very ingenious item. The hose pulley is something that you can do a lot with. So, for example, if you chuck it into a 1x1 space like that and use it to suck out the water, it will suck out that water and then it will stop because it's a limited source. If you chuck it into here, for example, and start sucking out and hosing it in, basically, because it's an unlimited source, because it's connected to the sea, it would just let me basically pull all the water. It would be an infinite source of water. You can also use it to move lava or oil or other stuff. So we will be doing that. You'll see us doing that in the next episode. So you'll see us using the hose pulley and probably the smart fluid pipe as well. Other other things you can make, because you can do the stone cutter or you can put it into the smithing table, and you open up a lot more of other things as well, not just create things. So I mentioned this last time. You open up the magmatic dynamo. So magnetic dynamo is you chuck lava in and it makes you energy. You've got the thermal series hardened integral components. I've never used that one, to be fair, but it's an augment for making a machine work quicker or harder or faster. The spout, you will see us using that. This is the way to get liquid out of a pipe and onto a conveyor belt for a particular use. The copper back tank, so this one could be fun. It's a wearable tank for carrying pressurized air. So you can use it to power various things. To be fair, I've never used it, but maybe this will be the time. Maybe this will be the time. The item drain, we're definitely using that. You'll see this come up. And the aqueous accumulator. So if you're doing a skyblock world, that actually might be quite handy because you can accumulate liquid from air. But yeah, you will definitely see us using some of this in the next episode. So no worries, no panics there. And because we've completed the chapter officially now, we get some free goodies. So we get some copper, some more cured rubber, and some sealed mechanisms. I thank you very much. Ta-da! And we'll be back to normal again once I'm back from holiday. And then I can tell you all about the fantastical, magical time I had away. In the meantime, I shall bid you all a good night. And thank you very much for coming along to watch the stream again. Good night and goodbye.